Morning, everybody. Gonna try something new today. We're gonna try to record the lift. Never really tried that before. I usually just do clips, but let's try it out. Maybe it'll be cool. And if it's not cool, at least maybe I'll get some clips. So we slept in a little bit today. It's a little after 5 a.m. And taking the pre-workout right now. Hey. And then we'll just chug this down and make our way downstairs and see if we can't squat something big today. Wow. Hopefully this doesn't sound too bad, but I start every lift, lower body or upper body, with a little, I'll do about a mile at a nice medium pace like this. Takes me usually a little over 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes, something like that. Again, I'm not really pushing that hard to where I'm gonna generate any real fatigue, or like I'm not doing a sprint, I'm not trying to gas myself out, but I'm able to keep talking as I'm doing this, right? But it's all about just get warm. Let's get the heart pumping a little bit. Let's get warm. I'll start every lift with this. So it just feels good. Feels good to just kind of move, prime the pump, get the mindset. Just get the gears turning, think about the lift. Feeling good so far. Yeah. No idea how this is gonna sound, because this bike is loud. About 2.5 minutes. Nice little mile in. Heart rate's up a little bit. Let's move on. Whew. All right. Oh. Ooh. I don't know if you guys caught the little knee pop there. That felt pretty good. Next, again, I do this every day. Foam roll. I pay like extra attention to my glutes because they're always really tight. And I used to, here we go. Oh, snap, crackle, pop. Oh, we love that. But I used to wake up in the morning with pretty bad back stiffness. And I thought, I don't know what I thought. But eventually I was like, man, I gotta do something. And then I started just taking my warm-ups more seriously. Specifically, I'm just hitting the hammies right now. But specifically, I started hitting, started really hitting this, where I'll cross it over, I'll lean, and I'll get the outside of the glute. It's always really tender. If I do this every day, ever since I started doing this, my morning back pain and stiffness is just a fraction of what it was. I'm sorry, this actually kind of hurts, so sorry if I'm making weird faces, but I just kind of go by feel. Foam roll ASMR coming right up. Yeah. And one thing that really helped too, I know I'm walking out of the shop, but fuck it. I got a denser foam roller. That helped a lot, but moving on. So last thing I like to do, on my leg days especially, is just like some hip rotations. Because again, as I mentioned, like in a previous clip that you may or may not have seen, just I got my old man hips. So I'll come out, I'll come over, I'll come back. That's one. I usually do like 5 per side. 2, 3, 4, 5. And my balance really sucks. So I gotta use ye old rack for a little bit of support. 2, 3, 4, 5. And sometimes I'll Theragun or something. But honestly, I'm feeling pretty good. So I think I'm just gonna move over to the rack and we're gonna get the show started. So super bummer. I botched something and my first couple sets didn't record. So sorry for that. I'm new here to the filming space. But so yeah, my first couple warm-up sets, so I did the bar. I did 160 for 5, 195 for 5, 2 1/4 for 5. Now we're at 260 and we're just working our way up, guys. But yeah, that's a bummer. I thought the whole time I was recording, I'm sitting here fucking talking to myself. I mean, I'm talking to myself either way, but at least like theoretically people are listening when the camera's on. But I walked over to grab, full disclosure, went to go use the bathroom, went to grab the phone so I could play on my phone. I was on the toilet. And I was like, oh, I should probably stop this video. And I look, I'm like, whoop, there is no video. So, oh, geez. We're learning, guys. We're learning. But, no, I was saying to myself before, technically, I use my watch as like a rest timer. But if you don't feel like spending the money on a fancy schmancy watch, which is totally understandable, before I had my watch, when I wanted to track my rest timers, I just used like an old kitchen timer I got off of Amazon. It worked great, and it was a fraction of the price. But here we go, team. Focus. Sweet. We got one more before the top set. $295. we're getting there now. We're getting there now. Yeah, I've never really been that big of a squatter. Something I've really been working on, but you know, my squat and my bench are only separated by like 5 pounds. So something I've really been working on, trying to bring the squat up. But it's just tough for me. It's the hardest lift by far. It's just the most taxing. It's difficult. But you got to do hard shit, you know? And what's the alternative? Like skip squatting? Don't build big legs. Don't build fucking strength. Could never be me. Could never be me. So I hear a lot of people, like some people have valid reasons for squatting, right? Or for not squatting, I should say, like health reasons, whatever. But like, shit, man, I blew out my knee and took it slow, but like back to squatting. You know what I mean? Granted, I was like, I don't know. I get very skeptical when someone says, "Oh, I can't squat because of X, Y, Z." It's like, do you actually have a problem, or is it just a little uncomfortable, and would be remedied by just squatting? Like, you know what I mean? Would be remedied by just like being stronger. I don't know. I'm not a doctor or nothing. I just feel like the same people will be like, man, my knees hurt, but then they'll go like load up the leg press, just a half rep, a couple 100 pounds on that, and it's like, bruh, come on, you know. I don't know. Not shitting on the leg press. Not shitting on, you like leg press, that's cool. I wish I had one down here. That'd be pretty sick. But if you ever, especially like you ever do like jiu-jitsu or something, or you ever get in like a tussle or some sort of like, let's say there's a big difference between someone who can big difference in like power and strength of someone who can like leg press 400 pounds versus someone who could squat 400 pounds. You know what I'm saying? Like if you know, you know. I mean, I don't know because I can't squat 400 pounds. But I've rolled with some dudes who are pretty freaking strong. And man, it's rough out here. It's rough out here. Here we go. Whew. Only three there. That's okay. I'm saving it. Whew. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, that felt kind of heavy. This top set is going to be fucking difficult. That felt kind of heavy. That's gonna be okay. But, that did not move like I wanted it to. That's okay. So my last lift too, on the log, I just felt good through the warm up, and then all of a sudden I get to my top set and I felt like the gas just wasn't there. Yeah, I just didn't eat enough this morning or whatever. It could be a lot of different things, right? But we're down here doing it. Top set's 325. Let's see what we can do with it. See what we can, we'll see. See what we can do with it. Current squat PR is 350 for one. So we'll see how many. So we're not that far away. We're not that far away. So it's going to be interesting. Try to get a little more fired up for this one. Get freaking psyched. I feel like I'm way too chill right now. I feel like I'm way too chill right now. We gotta up the fucking mindset. I'm too lackadaisical right now. Gotta get fucking amped, dude. So I'm just breathing heavy as shit into this mic, too. There's no way this sounds good, but... Swear to God, if it's not recording, I'll be so pissed. No, it's going, okay. Now I'm just nervous that happened, you know? I'm thinking about the fucking camera too much. Come on. Give it another minute here. And we're gonna fucking crush this set. There we go. Let's get keyed up. Come on, we got daddy, some big boy weight here. Come on. Come on. Whew, come on. Come on now. Ha. Come on. Oh, come on. Ooh. Come on now. Yep. Ah. Come on. No, it sucked. We're going to stop at 2. It's disappointing. It's disappointing. I'm going to have to go back and watch that. Thought my back was starting to round. Oh, it's disappointing. I wanted at least 3. Oh, man. Hey, some days it'd be like that, you know. Especially because we had 300 for 5 good ones last week. But also got to remember, we're in a deficit. Body weight's coming down. Calories are a little tight, but well, that's disappointing. It's gonna ruin my whole day. I'm just kidding. Not really, but that's okay. Mark that. All right, so we're done squatting. So all I have left is I'm gonna hit some pull-ups, and then I'm gonna hit, some leg extensions, supersetted, with some fucking GHDs. And that's probably gonna be it for the day. That's pretty simple. Usually on a lot of my days, or lately I should say, the pace is a little faster. But again, today we were building up for, it's a training max test week. It's the last day of this week where we're testing our training maxes, so that way I know kind of how to set up my next cycle. And I'll explain all that later. But because shooting for like PRs type sets, I'll let the rest time go a little longer today. Because I said, I don't know if I said it already, because that part of the video might have been when the freaking camera wasn't recording, but for these sets like this where, I'm putting weight for me that's pretty heavy and challenging, and I really want to make sure, I just want good clean sets, right? So I'll make the rest time a little longer so I can go into it a little hotter. But disappointing, only 325 for 2. I was hoping for something bigger, especially because throughout this training cycle, my squat has felt pretty good. So I was hoping for something. But you can't always get what you want, And that's also why, last week I posted a lot of my top sets because they went so well. And it's not always like that. Sometimes it's days like this where, still came down here, gave it a good effort, got a sweat, but didn't have the outcome that we really wanted. That's okay. Because those 2 reps are better than if I didn't come down here at all. So, yeah. On to the next. All right. So we're just gonna do like 3 sets, pull-ups, move on to some accessories, and then probably call it a day. Probably call it a day right there. Whoa. Felt good. That felt fucking good. Oh, thank God. Thank God something feels good. I know what you're thinking. Pull-ups on a leg day? Are you crazy? Yeah, I guess. I just like them, man. I try to do a little bit of back something, Like my upper body days will usually hit the upper back. A little more like some face pulls or something like that. And then these lower body days will sprinkle in pull-ups or chin-ups. I think pull-ups are easier than chin-ups. I think it's because I got bitch biceps. But shit, man, I don't know. Again, with these, I just try not to swing, try not to kip, hit a lockout at the bottom so my lats get a full stretch. Just explode on the way up. It's pretty simple, guys. Pretty simple one. I think pull-ups belong in every program. Every program. I think for nothing really helped my back fill out like pull-ups, man. I know a lot of people can't do them. They are difficult, but they're in body weight and stuff. I feel like is a little harder to scale because like you have your body weight, right? You can't really manipulate the weight too much, but most gyms have like an assisted pull-up machine, or if I want to do more reps and really burn it out, I just like put the J hooks or a peg here and I'll loop a band for assisted pull-ups. That way, like, you know, if you can't do pull-ups, do assisted pull-ups. And then all of a sudden, like, you can do a pull-up, and then you can do 5, and then it just keeps building from there. Like, but I think pull-ups belong in every program. Every program. I think there's such a great movement, and you don't need fancy equipment to do them. You just need somewhere that can hold your weight, like, to hang off of. So, like, the only excuse to not do them is that they're kind of hard, but, like, that's the point, you know what I'm saying? Whew. 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 Come on. Nah. Thought maybe we had a couple more, but woo! I don't know how much that was. I completely zoned out, was not counting, so it was going off vibes, so hopefully that was around 10. But yeah, up next a little bit of leg extensions and GHDs, and that's the lift for today, guys. Pretty simple. Pretty simple. It's a little, I said, slower pace today because we wanted a big squat. And I'm new to recording, so usually I'm down here by myself, so I don't talk nearly as much because it's usually just me, or sometimes my cat Pickle gets down here and we hang out. But yeah, moving on. So it's a weird angle. Just trying to get both. So instead of this looks like this video doesn't turn out, not the worst case in the world, but get this baby set up. Now, if you too are an absolutely based enjoyer of the Massonomics podcast, you'll know this is the most important movement we're gonna do all day. Those heavy squats were just a warm up for some flipping leg extensions. Because if your legs ain't extending, brother, you're just pretending. So I'm just gonna kind of rep these out. Somebody real short was on this last. Stop. Right for It's the hard one right here. Woo! Man, the stretch on that is insane. Insane. Like, man, every time you go down, it feels like your hamstring's gonna pop right off the flipping bone, dude. And then, big thing with the leg extensions, just try not to swing like so many people. I feel like just start hooking, like air humping. It's like, no, man, like, let's blast the quad, you know what I'm saying? And if it's, the weight's too heavy to where, like, you feel like you gotta fucking, like, you know, the movie Dodgeball, where it's like, you gotta hump it in submission. Like, if you're humping the leg extension in submission, brother, Turn that weight down. What are we doing? What are we doing? Ooh, there it is. Ooh, there it is. Ooh. One more. We'll get one more. We'll see. I don't know if anybody's upstairs yet. Well, maybe. I don't know. But I'm going to try to sneak in some cardio. Get some air bike sprints this morning. Really just blow it out. Because we're not going to lift tomorrow. So I'm not super worried about recovery for tomorrow. So I'm going to kickbox tomorrow. So I could be a little sore and stuff for that. That's fine. All right, here we go. Oh. Woo. Oh, we feel that. We feel that. Woo. Come on. Oh. 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 Ooh. Ooh. Man. Brutal. All right, that about does it, guys. You know, a lot of times I finish these leg days up with some core work. But again, I think I'm going to do some air bike sprints instead. That's kind of it. You know, only 4 exercises today. Nothing groundbreaking, you know. But we hit them pretty hard. Like I said, it's a little different than what my everyday looks like, but not that different. I mean, usually, you know, you see some people write out a workout, you're doing like 12 different exercises, and hey man, if that's what you like, that's cool, but I'd rather just like pick 4 or 5 that I like and just hit them pretty hard. But to each their own. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me. Hopefully this looks okay. I don't know how many more of these I'll do, or if this is like a regular thing I'm gonna do. If this is something, a format you'd like to see more of, something you'd like to see different days, different whatever, you know, if this is something that you found entertaining, interesting, I don't know, man. If you guys like it, let me know, whether in the comments, whatever, right? If you like it, let me know, and I'll do more of these. Or if you're like, hey man, that was bad and boring, then now I know, you know what I mean? But just let me know. I would love any feedback is appreciated. And hopefully, you know, editing it turns out okay. And you know, if this is a format I'm gonna do more, I'll get some better lighting down here because it's kind of aggressive. But thanks for sticking around with me today, guys.